we're gonna bring in some delicious, crispy, crunchy pork rinds. We want them nice and crunched up. We're gonna spread those pork rinds right inside of our tortillas. Where do we get this idea? Crunchy, soft tacos. I wanna bring a little bit of crunch in with that soft, floury tortilla goodness. Pour a little right inside. We don't need to go crazy, just to get a little bit of crunch added in to that soft flour tortilla. Next on the agenda, delicious creamy Philadelphia cream cheese. 1/3 less fat. Let's save those calories wherever we can. I've already got this diced up into some nice slices. We're gonna go about 2 slices per tortilla. They're coming off, they're nice and creamy, good, delicious dairy flavor right inside, going with that pork rind crunchiness in that tortilla. Now, if you noticed, these are low carb tortillas. Low carb means more fiber, less calories. We all know we could use a little bit more fiber in our diet, right? But don't worry, that flavor is fantastic. I promise you, it tastes just like a regular, fantastic restaurant-made tortilla at your favorite Hispanic restaurant. And with all these ingredients, it's gonna go together so well and be so delicious. This is gonna make such a great prepped lunchtime dish. Now we're gonna bring in the protein. We've got delicious, we went with chicken thighs here, a little bit fattier, a little bit more flavor, but by all means, you wanna save on the calories, you can go with chicken breast too. We cooked it, got it nice and well cooked, about 375 degrees. When you're going no bone, you can go about 35, 40 minutes or so, 45 if you wanna be careful, and just use that meat thermometer. Make sure that chicken is always fully cooked, but man, look how savory that is. We put a little bit of seasoning on there. You can use whatever seasoning you really love to make sure it hits your taste buds perfectly. We did a nice Southwest Chipotle seasoning on here. Chicken now, we want some more flavor. We wanna bring in the spice. Ooh, Sweet Baby Ray's hot sauce. You can use this, it is gonna be so great. Let's be careful with this pour. Let's not overdo it. Remember, way too much of this, we could put the kibosh on this whole dish. Oh, look at that beautiful drizzle. Now you can do that to how you like your taste buds, how you favor it. We're gonna go nice and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Bringing that nice buffalo sauce flavor. This is gonna be such a delicious, creamy, protein-packed, low carb, high protein dish. So now we want to bring this and we're just gonna fold right over. And we're gonna bring in the next one, fold, and bring them right together. Next one, fold, right over top. There we go. Give it a little press. We want it to stay down for us. And then what's next? Delicious Cache Valley Creamery 4-cheese Mexican. You can use whatever cheese you prefer. I went with this one. Looks pretty darn good to me. 4 cheeses. Why have 1 cheese when you can have 4? Pile it right on top. That is just gonna add so much more flavor, so much more deliciousness. And that dairy, that cheese, great. We got protein in there, a little bit of fat, and lots of delicious creamy flavor. What do we wanna do next? Let's bring in just a little bit more crunchy pork rind, just right on top, a little bit of effect there. And it's gonna stay right on there as we melt this all together. Now this is gonna be a lunch for me, but you can do this whatever you want. At a party, wanna bring in a little bit more hot sauce right over top. And again, drizzle it right over top. Nice steady hand. And everything's pretty much good to go. You don't have to be too careful about how you cook it. You wanna just make sure we get that cheese melted and then have it ready to go. You can use it later in the week for another meal. You can use it as a nice dish at a potluck. If you're going to a football party, this will knock those guys off their feet. You'll be the favorite of the party, I guarantee it. We got that buffalo spicy flavor, chicken, some protein, some crunch from the pork rinds, and that delicious floury goodness from the tortillas. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna put it in the oven, about 375 Only got to go about 10-15 minutes. Just get that cheese melted. Want those tortillas not too crispy. We still want them to have a little bit of softness to them. All right, I'm pumped. My buffalo wraps are ready to go. It looks perfect. Cheese melted, nice and soft. We still have some firmness, nice and warm. Oh man. Yeah.